Why, hello, Mr. Piggy. Don't mind me, I'm just having a little snack. Well, that's awkward. Hello, my fellow noobsters. It's me, Texas PK. As you can see behind us, we have our completed chicken cooker, cow barn, and our pig pen all done here. Our farming area is all done. It's time to get back to the city. But I think the first thing we're going to do is put in a butcher shop so that we have a place for all of our automatic and semi-automatic animal farms to feed to. So we have a central location to go and get all of our food items. Of course, the vegetables and other crops are going to be still back over in our farmhouse there behind us. But it'll be good to have all the meat products over in our city. So let me take you over there real quick and show you where we're going to do this build. Yeah, I'm going to need to move that portal at some point, but for right now it'll be just fine. Excuse me there, cows. We're going to come through to the other side, and I think this is the perfect spot for our butcher shop. Right underneath there is, you can see the cow, sheep, and pig farms are still right through there. I'm going to leave this open for now. Eventually you'll close it up and put in some sort of entryway, maybe through the barn. But I think this is going to be the perfect spot for it because right over here is our apothecary, and this is where the main road is going to be put in right here. So I think this is just a perfect spot for us to put our butcher shop. Of course, this butcher shop is going to include an automatic sorting system to take all of our products from our different farms through water streams, sort them out, and put them in exactly the right chest so we can find them easily whenever we need them, all in one location. So I'll be doing the sorting system with y'all and showing you how I'm going to put that in and decorating the interior, but I think I'll do the exterior in the form of a time lapse. So I think I'll go ahead and get started on that, and I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, so the time lapse is cut a little short. Unfortunately, it seems I had a little technical difficulty. My memory card ran out of space in the middle of the time lapse, which is kind of a shame because I only got about halfway through. And I didn't even notice it had happened until I had finished most of the landscaping and all the exterior work as well, which is a shame. But let me go ahead and I'll just give you a quick tour of what did get done and give you a little look of how it turned out, and then we'll go inside and take care of all the interior stuff for our build. So as we come around here, you can see the front looks pretty nice. We're going to put a little front porch area right there. Did some landscaping, put some fenced in area here to corral the animals, kind of in a holding pen right there. It's near our cow barn, so we're able to get the animals we need fairly easily for our butcher shop. It's all nicely lit up and everything as well. Got a couple animals already in there, but as we come around the front, we're going to go ahead and put in our front porch. But the sun's about to go down, so let's take a quick nap, and then we'll get back to that in just a second. Alright, so for our front porch, I think what we're going to do is use primarily oak wood planks. Oh, I guess actually technically it's slabs. Not a huge front porch, but just kind of a nice little entryway for our customers as they're coming up to the shop, and then basically come in with some cobblestone steps. I think we'll just kind of go like this. Have it to where you can come up to it from any side and get in pretty easily. I think that looks pretty good. Whoop! Alright, and then I think we want to have a couple little, I don't know if you call it guardrails, but I want to have it to where we can easily still get in. If we do that, it makes them even. That looks good. I think we'll put one right here. That's the idea anyways, the design I had in mind. And then we're going to put in, I think we put 2 here. And do the same thing on this side. And then what I want to put is put in a, I'm going to use trap doors to put in kind of a nice little patio roof here. Let's see, I have to crouch place to make it go on the edge of this. Let's see how this looks. And if we got one more, I think that'll look pretty good. I think I meant to come around. Yeah, let's have it extend out over this step here as well. But I think it's easier to reach from this side. Alright, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think the outside is all done, although I kind of want to put a sign here, so I got some item frames that I think will work pretty well. Again, I have to crouch place for that, and I'll put a pork chop in that item frame. That way anyone who comes along can tell exactly what this shop is. You know what? Let's put one here by the door as well. I think I'll put one right there, just in case someone didn't quite catch it. I can come back later, maybe put a piece of cooked steak in there as well, instead of just the pork chops. Now when we come in, I want to have kind of a display case here. And I had a neat little idea. I think that the polished diorite kind of looks like marble slabs. So we're going to do that and place a row of shelves across here, and then I'm going to put campfire. I guess I better get my water bucket ready. Put campfires across the end here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let me get my silk touch. If we put campfires across here and douse them, we can also, we don't have to just use them for like awnings and things like that. We can also, this is a neat little trick, we can come put uncooked meat onto these and it'll act as if it's cooking even though there's no fire to actually cook them, and it looks like a display case. I don't have any in my inventory, as you can see right now. I'll come back later and add those in just for aesthetic purposes. Now on this side, I'm going to have a villager here, a butcher. I'll probably, as you can see out here, there's some gates so he can't escape out the back, and I just don't want him going out this way. This is going to be kind of our meat locker, so I do need to put something here. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting in right here a row of shelves, a counter if you will, I should say, and then coming back in and putting a gate. This way we can have our butcher back in that area and he won't be able to get into this area and escape but still have it look like he's doing his job here. Of course, he could, in theory, jump over this. So what we're going to do is make it to where there's not enough space up above. If I put something like this, he won't be able to get across here. But you know what? Yeah, I think that's what I was planning on doing. Just to make it look a little nicer, we're going to go like this. And this is our display case. I need to get a sample of each type of meat once we get the stuff filled in. But in the meantime, I'm going to put that here. And you'll see why. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put some chests across the back wall. And each chest is going to correspond to a specific type of meat that's in the item frame up here. So let's go ahead and put those chests in real quick. I want to be able to have one chest output here for each one of the different meats. So here's a little trick in how to make this work. First is to come in and make this a double chest. Then go here. Then get rid of that one. Now you have two individual chests there. Then come in and go here. Crouch to make sure you place into that one. Then break it. Then we need to place one here, so we're going to clear that out a little. And then watch this. Crouch place into that one. Oh, I need to get my chest back. Alright, did I get it back? I think he fell out this way. Oh, no, pig, you don't want to go in there. Back up. Sorry, nope, you don't want to do that. Bye, Piggy. I know, not very nice. But, well, he's not going to be eaten. He's one of the for show pigs, so he's got a life, so I don't feel too bad. I'm sure there's another way to do this. I don't know what it is. So if you know how to do this to where each one can individually be done without linking up to another one, please let me know. I would love to know that. And then placing a smoker here and here. This is to kind of make it look like there's a chimney for the smokers to go up into there. And then each one of these has an individual chest for each one of the meats. Now, in order to actually place all of our stuff onto this, we need to go up into the attic, and that's right here. A little access panel. This is where all of our redstone and our water streams are going to come for our sorting system. So first thing we need to do though is come in and place our hoppers that are going to feed into this. And I'm crouching right now, so these just go straight in there. The next thing we want to do is create a trough for our water stream. So I'm going to kind of go like this. Here. And across. And then we're going to put in our hoppers going down. We're actually facing into a temporary block so that it doesn't, so it can be used for the sorter. So I'll just go ahead and place some blocks this way. Now I'm using smooth stone so that I can have it be easily recognizable as per usual. And I think we'll put, let's put a double chest here for overflow. And we can have a hopper going down, going down into there. Alright. Then we need to put, I'm just going to put a temporary block right there. Climb up into here. And the water stream is going to come here, so I need to have something that's going to block it. So I'm going to put a button which will stop the water right there so it doesn't flow out into the rest of the room. Alright, so this is it for our water stream. I'll come back later and I'm going to add water and bubble elevator coming up from our other farms so that it'll feed up into here and come across. And I'm also going to waterlog this right here so that it feeds it this way. Well, it's kind of trying to go that way, but you'll see, there it goes. And it'll feed all the items across into this overflow hopper. But we'll do that in just a minute. Let's finish the rest of the sorting system first. The next thing to do is come in and we need to put in our comparator to check out if these have anything in them. So let's just put a row of blocks here. then we'll need to come up here and just temporarily remove these. We won't need them until the water stream is ready anyways. Let's get our comparators in and basically just put one in front of each hopper. So there's something fell into this hopper. There we go. Alright, we don't really need a block here, so let's take that back. Put another block here. Actually, you know what? I need to go to the other side first. Let's see, I need to come back in here and... Whoop! What's in the way? Can't get up! Oh, the chest. Here, let me get that out of the way here. You know what? I think I'll have that go the other way and use it as a walkway. Alright. So what we're going to need to have is a torch that powers... Yeah, that's what it's going to be. We're going to need to have another set of... I got it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put chests to step it over. There we go. I have the crouch place to get it on top of the hopper. This way we can sidestep from this row of hoppers to this row of hoppers. And so place one there. Whoop, that's not where I wanted it. I want it on this side. Alright. And then this row of blocks is going to be powered by another row of blocks down here. There we go. Need some torches. But what'll happen is when these are powered, these blocks right here, it will lock these hoppers so they won't feed down into this chest. But when they're unlocked, they'll feed to this chest, but then they'll feed down through this hopper into the individual chests below. Okay, so now we just need to get up here. And you know what? We're going to get rid of that and just place the chest there, and we can use that as our walkway across. Alright, let's put back in our walls for our water stream. And that button right there will take care of it for us to keep the water from flowing out. Okay, that looks good. Now we need to put in repeaters. Just go right here. Another row of blocks. And another row of blocks right here. And then just come back in with redstone dust. Need to move over so I don't hit my head. This is a very similar one to the one I have for our crop farms. I decided not to use the one with the target blocks just because this is the one I'm more familiar with, and I'm still working on a design that uses the target blocks, so I think this is going to be good enough for the moment. It should work for the amount of pork chops and cooked steak and that sort of thing that we have coming in. Alright, one last thing is just kind of an aesthetic thing over here. I had an idea for for our meat locker, which might be a little garish, I don't know, but let me see what you think. We're going to have a work table right here. Unfortunately, there might have been a little blood spilt. There's a kind of a pin rack here to hang the meat from when we're cutting it, and then there's different chains to hang the meat from. And you tell me, that kind of looks like a side of meat with the bone sticking through to me. I don't know, just kind of what I was thinking. At any rate, there might also be a little bit of blood splatter on the ground, so we're going to do it like that. Now if I was to place it here or here, it would make kind of a continuous line. I want it to look like a splatter, so I'm leaving the gaps in this positioning. And I think that looks good for our cooler, our meat locker. And that's it. The interior's all done. I really kind of like it. I think it looks good. It's ready for us to bring a villager in. It'll keep them nice and safe with all the different gates and fences and that sort of thing. All that's left is for me to go and put in some tunnels to connect our cow farm, our pig farm and sheep farm, as well as the chicken cooker to this building. So I'm going to do that off camera because it's just boring. It's just me digging tunnels, pouring water, and that sort of thing. But I'll come back in once we have all of those connected, and I'll show you how it looks. Back in another minute. Alright, so I have all the tunnels dug. The water streams are in place. I even was able to put in the auto droppers here at the chicken farm and at the sheep, cow, and pig area as well. All that's left now is to put in our hoppers so that they can work. Now, this auto dropper is using the double observers to do the clock for it, so we need to make sure we have 2 hoppers feeding into this dropper. Otherwise, it won't be able to keep up. Now, I've already taken out the feathers for this so that it will. There we go. Now we got all the hoppers in place. Just because I didn't want to have the system get overloaded with the feathers back at our butcher shop, I will eventually add in a filter midstream that will filter those out and send them to a different shop in the city. But for the meantime, I'll just let the overflow catch any extras that come through and pull them out every so often. Alright, so we're over here at the cow, pig, sheep farm. And we need to do the same thing. We're going to be feeding in items from the cows and sheep, and also for the pigs on either side into this one dropper. It's going to be a little awkward because I'm going to have to jump across here and I'll be catching some of those items. So let me go over on this side first. Crouch, place. That one there. Yep, I caught a couple. That's okay. And then put some there. Whoop. And yeah, I thought that was going to happen. I need to put in... I'll just temporarily put in some dirt to keep it from doing that. I'll come back in. I'm going to make it look nice and put in some glass or something like that. I've caught every single one of those. Let me go ahead and do that there. There we go. Now it should be fine. And there you go. You see all the beef and the pork. Oh, I'm picking them up still. Let me go ahead and put them back into that dropper because I don't want to hold on to those. So let me put in all the beef, and I'm going to keep some of the pork chops though. So I'll put about half up in there. Did I see a... Okay. I think I saw a carrot. I think I was temporarily holding some carrots in there while I was going in to feed the pigs. Yeah, it's all empty. I think that's where those carrots came from. Alright, let's go check it out and see how they're showing up over in our butcher shop. Okay, in the butcher shop, these should be giving us plenty. Oh, there they are rolling in the beef. Haven't gotten too many of the pork chops yet. Chicken, haven't gotten any of those yet either. The lamb chops, we've gotten some. I'll have to go back and check and make sure they're coming through though. Now let me go see if anything's gone through into our overflow. Yeah, I figured there's going to be, as you can see, the carrots came through because they're filtered out. There are so many cooked beef coming through though that it overran it. I'll take those with me. So there you have it. It's working great. Our butcher shop looks good and it works great as well. All of the different meats are coming in. I'm going to go and double check and make sure there's nothing wrong with the chicken cooker's feed into the system. It should come straight through, but just in case, I'll go double check. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I had a lot of fun making this one. It was, even with the little hiccups that came along with our time lapse, I really had fun, and I really like how this one turned out. I like the idea of having something that looks real world, but at the same time automatically takes care of an important job for us, making sure that all of our food's in one place. So if you did enjoy yourself, make sure you do all those things you're supposed to, and I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, this is Texas PK. Be good to each other. Bye!